sky. Do you see? There's not a cloud in sight.
I heard it's going to turn stormy.
Well, we'll see. When we get home, we'll check the weather report on the radio.
Welcome to the weather show. Listeners are advised of a hurricane alert. They should stay indoors. Keep in mind that a hurricane is a powerful storm with very high wind speeds, sometimes over 100 kilometers per hour or higher. If you get caught outside during the hurricane, find an object that is large and secure and hold on to it as tightly as you can until the storm is over. Uh-oh, looks like the weather's changing. The thermometer's dropping rapidly. An extreme cold front is moving in, bringing with it freezing temperatures and blizzard conditions, along with snow flurries and hail. For those of you who don't know, hail is a kind of frozen rain. Some lumps of hail may be as big as watermelons. Why, you'd have to be inside an igloo to feel safe and comfortable during a storm like this. Uh-oh, it looks like the weather has taken another turn. The temperature is rising fast. It's getting hotter and hotter. This may turn out to be the worst heat wave to ever hit the city. It's a real record breaker. Citizens are advised not to exert themselves. They should stay in the shade as much as possible to avoid heat exhaustion. If you must go out into the sun, try to do so for only a brief period. If you have to be in the sun for a long period of time, make certain you use sunscreen. One that is strong enough to block out the sun's harmful rays. Things are starting to cool down again. In fact, it looks like it's shaping up to be an absolutely perfect day. Don't get too comfortable, though. Remember, earthquakes can happen at any time, regardless of the weather. You'll be able to tell you're in an earthquake if you feel a violent shaking of the earth. It can rock buildings to their very foundations, often reducing them to rubble. If you get caught inside during an earthquake, the safest place would be inside a door frame or under a sturdy table. The shaking can last for seconds or minutes. It can be relatively light or very strong. It can end as abruptly as it started. You won't believe this, but we're now warning all listeners to brace themselves for a tidal wave. We're warning all listeners to move to higher ground. Wait a minute. This just in. Apparently, the weather report you just heard was compiled on a computer infected with a new information scrambling virus. The computer has just been fixed. It is now telling us that we have a perfect day on our hands. It's not too hot and not too cold. It's just perfect.